Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king, Espinal. And joining me through Discord, it is my partner, the man himself. It is Joshua Gangsta Time. Go.
It's called partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
What up, Chris? What up, everybody listening?
Oh, yeah. It's good to be back. Also joining us is the disembodied voice of our producer, my brother. It is Edgelord, 64 ounces, big news, Brian.
What's
up, nerds?
Oh, my goodness. Coming in aggressive. I'm into it. Yes. Let's do it. I'm excited for this show. We got a big old healthy, hefty show for you guys. We have World Trigger. We have Daredevil. But first, let's get into plugs. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
At JD Cole _37. That's on Instagram as well.
Yeah. Brian.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at b.esp. And if you ever want to catch me when I'm streaming, you can find me at twitch.tv/itspunchline.
Ooh, yeah. You can follow the show itself at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, especially because we do a really good chapter of the week audience poll, so you guys can decide on your favorite chapter of the week. I did not do it this way because your boy forgot.
Be like that.
Yeah, but this week, I promise it will be there. We'll have the full roster and everything. Oh, wait. Actually, my hero's off this week, but whatever. Maybe I'll do a posthumous one and then reveal it next week. But in any case, yeah, it's usually there. Sundays after the chapters are put out, I put up a weekly poll where you guys can vote your favorites. So follow us on Twitter and get on that. You can email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to talk to us about. We will gladly respond. We want to get the conversation going. Or if you watch the video version of the show, comment below. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, all that stuff. I think that's it, right? Let's get this started.
Yeah.
It is time to randomize.
Bloody Cross.
One Piece.
Yes.
This is One Piece chapter 1017, The Order. It feels like just yesterday, chapter 1000 just hit. You know? It feels like such a little time has passed.
Oh, yeah.
But
wait, what chapter are we at now?
1017.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Time flies.
Dude, at this point, we're just going to be at the end of the series already.
Don't say that. Last we left off, a whole ton of shit happened. Luffy was rescued by Law's crew. Otama made it to the top of the performance floor. I feel like One Piece was off last week, and that's why I'm blanking. But a lot happened. Oh yeah, Ulti got fucking pwned again by Nami and Zeus. Lots happened.
Sure did.
And we're picking up where we last left off. Otama has reached the top of the performance floor and is about to call to her new subjects that she enchanted using her abilities. And that's when Queen looks up and scares the shit out of her because he is a brontosaurus. And I guess that's terrifying when you're a child.
And doesn't use Emperor Saki.
Oh, no. This is just him regular. So she faints. And meanwhile, on the fourth floor, I think they implied that one of Who's people shot Jinbei. Because this lady's just laughing with a smoking gun, and Jinbei's like, I don't like it.
Yeah, not a fan of this.
No. Who's like, no.
Honestly.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Go for it.
Honestly, what's the point of bullets in this series? You know, what? Just remove them. They don't do anything to anybody.
I mean, Jinbei's bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, but name a person who. When was the last time somebody got killed by a bullet in One Piece?
Odin.
Queen almost killed them all. Odin, yes.
Odin was shot in the
After
fucking
becoming a fried wonton.
Odin,
but still.
Corazon. People only die
Watch,
from
Corazon's still going to be alive. He's just going to be hidden somewhere.
Honestly,
Oh, Jolly Roger.
the majority of gunshot fatalities are in One Piece flashbacks. So I guess evolution has evolved to the point where bullets are almost worthless.
Guns are useless.
You know,
It's all about swords now. It's the reverse weapon evolution.
Whitebeard kind
Swords
of.
and hockey.
Blackbeard shot him like 47 times or something. Whitebeard kind of.
Yeah, but that was after he got half his face eviscerated by fucking lava.
Yeah, but it was the
So I can't say that bullets were his primary cause of death.
Nah, I think the bullet pulled it over the edge. He walked off that half of the face thing. He's like, I eat those. But a blunderbuss?
Yeah, he did.
But a blunderbuss bullet? Too much. So who's basically like, not a word of complaint, Jinbei? And he keeps talking shit. He's like, this started as a battle of 5,000 against 30,000. Oh, wait, I think Jinbei actually says that. Jinbei's like, we already knew where we were, you know? We were always going to be outnumbered. I don't care. We came here knowing that. So he's like, I don't need to beat you. Our job is to keep you guys busy while Luffy fucks up your captain. And we get these little screenshots from everybody's battles. Frankie's fighting not only against what was his name? Damn. Sasaki, right. Sasaki, but also his henchmen. Same with Dogstorm and Jack. The Straw Hats are just getting ganged up on, man. It's not cool. Meanwhile, as the battle continues, Nami and Usopp encourage Otama to get up, and she does. She just gets up and is like, to all my friends who ate the millet dumplings, please listen up. You gotta change sides and fight. We get a little snapshot of Luffy actually getting revived by Law's crew in the submarine. I guess, I don't know where Momonosuke is, but he's okay, confirmed. And he's weeping his eyes out because he lost his friends. They just died for him, basically. And basically Otama gives the order, and all the people who ate her millet dumplings turn coat, and now the odds are a little more even. It's pretty cool. More chaos.
Darkstone is like, what does this mean?
What is this? There's a guy who's a giraffe. I need to put this on notice. There's a man who's a giraffe, but the rest of the giraffe is coming out of his back. So the neck starts at his back. So his entire body's the head of a giraffe.
Yes. His body, he has human body. He has a human body, but it replaces the head of a giraffe. And then yes. Wow. Whoa. I don't understand. This is so doofy, but in One Piece, this is super strong. It's like, oh shit, he's part animal, unpredictable movements, increased.
Yeah. He's also wearing giraffe print pants. So
you ever fought a giraffe?
No, I imagine it's hard.
Most of these people haven't. You know what I'm saying?
I think
they're not used to that.
I think giraffes can fuck people up. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Brian, can you look up if a giraffe has ever fucked anybody up? Thank you.
Giraffe?
A giraffe, yes. If a giraffe has ever...
Yes.
I'm pretty sure giraffes have. Have you seen how they fight?
I need you to look that up and
They
confirm.
slam their necks into people.
I need you to
So
confirm.
what do you want me to look up? Do you want me to look up how many giraffe deaths? Like, how many people died of giraffes?
Not died. You know, got roughed up a
Giraffe
little bit.
homicides.
Yeah, if a giraffe homicide happened, that would be cool.
Homicide to be a giraffe.
Giraffe homicide.
All right, let me know if there are any giraffe fatalities out there. In any case, if you found something?
Well, I see that I see stuff that's sadder, like of people killing a giraffe.
That's what you got to word it. Just look up giraffes beating people up or something.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. Have you seen a giraffe fight? You know what they do?
No, I haven't.
They like bang their necks against each other's faces and shit.
That's pretty awesome.
It's fucking wild.
I'm telling you, I just want to see it. I've never
Pretty
seen
sure.
it.
I'm pretty sure giraffes do beat the shit out of people.
Fine, Brian.
Yes,
You don't
you
wanna
out
look
too.
it up. In any case, so what's his face? Queen gets upset and starts firing off his dinosaur laser. That's when Sanji comes in, hits him with that Coulier strike. And he's like, Judge's son again? He's like, don't say that name to me. Are you part of his insane research team or something? And it turns out, kinda. Queen was actually really knows Judge, and not only is he a brontosaurus man, he's also a cyborg.
Which was news to me. I guess it makes way more sense now.
Yeah, I mean, brontosauri don't usually have full-ass laser beams.
Right.
Right.
So I'm starting to notice a trend here. Anybody who's involved with Vegapunk, to an extent, have some cyborg thing going on for them.
He wasn't involved with Vegapunk. He was involved with Judge.
Yeah, he was involved with because Judge, him and Judge were involved with Vegapunk once upon a time, I think.
Can you look that up to confirm that? Because I don't actually remember that. But
yeah, I'll look that up in a sec.
In any case, yeah, he's a fucking cyborg brontosaurus. Honestly, pretty rad.
Pretty cool.
He
what
also
I've been
has,
waiting for.
He also has a sword, because not enough overkill. Not enough.
Contraption tail.
Yeah, a retractable tail with like a Dr. Octopus claw at the end of it. Queen's pretty cool.
He still has the cigar.
Yeah, of course. Cigars are immortal in One Piece. It's the one things that don't die. They go in the grave with you when you die.
I'm pretty sure Smoker's cigar is definitely the most OP weapon in the series.
I've mentioned this before, but when Crocodile wasn't impaled down, he still had his cigar. So they even let you have your cigars in jail. It's wild. Meanwhile, Chopper is super teeny tiny as a result of using his monster form for too long. I guess he just kind of took Luffy's Gear 3rd drawback. And now he's extra adorable. So, he's just guiding the doctors while literally in the palms of Tristan, the squirrel deer mink, in her hands. It's cute. They're treating Zoro right now. And basically he's like, I don't know. I think we could get Zoro back. But it will cause ultra regenerative effects on him. And Zoro's like, I don't give a shit. Give it to me now. You know what crew I'm a part of? I'm the crew that gives 75 years off of his life for 1 5-minute fight. I don't care.
1 5-minute fight. Live fast, die young.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back at Jinbei's battle with Who's Who, pretty intense battle. Who's Who ends up using a CP9 technique, one of the 6 powers technique, the Tempest kick that we've seen Kaku do a few times. And it turns out, Who's Who turns out to be a former CP9 agent.
And also a saber-tooth lion.
Yes.
Right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, that was revealed before. This is just his man-beast form. But he was the guy, he got put in jail for one little mistake that happened 12 years ago. And we get the reveal of what the mistake kind of is, from what I understand. So basically, Jinbei's like, I've never seen those 6 powers before, but I pity you, but I have nothing to do with your fate of being put in prison. Because I guess Who's kind of tight that, I used to be Big Cheese at CP9 too. I was just as good as Rob Lucci. We're both big cat monsters.
Sure.
And
we're both furries.
Yeah, we're both big furry boys. And Jimmy's like, I don't have anything to do with that. Why are you telling me this? And Who's actually like, actually, that's where you're wrong. Helmsman of the Straw Hat crew, very proudly. It brings back that name. The mention of that name brings back a bitter past. And I guess what the implication is that 12 years ago, a devil fruit was stolen from a government ship, and Straw Hat Luffy appeared 2 years ago after that, and that's where he learned the truth that the the fruit he eaten was the gum fruit, the fruit that was stolen from that government ship by Shanks that same day.
Interesting.
Yes.
So,
This
I
is
have
a really
slight-
crazy reveal.
Yeah.
I have a small theory, and this is actually from one of my homies from work. And I don't know if this is something that's known or not, but he implied that the government was trying to hold that fruit down as like a means to defeat Whitebeard. Because I guess apparently the Quake fruit wouldn't really work well against like rubber. Which makes sense, right?
Yeah. I think the more it makes sense. I think the more prevailing theory is that actually I think the government that because Luffy is implied to be like the gum fruit is implied to be the previous possessor was Joy Boy, and the Straw Hat in Emo's thing is also implied to be Joy Boy's. I think the government's just trying to lock down everything that made Joy Boy powerful, so that yeah. And then there's this other credence that like this is other like fan theory out there that Shanks purposefully had Luffy eat the gum fruit or set it up so Luffy would eat it, so that he would like kind of become the next Joy Boy, which is interesting, I guess. It kind of makes sense because Shanks stole the gum fruit. It ended up with Luffy, and it feels not coincidental because the Straw Hat,
like why would he just let that?
Yeah, because
this also adds a lot more like explanation to why Shanks would give up an arm for just some kid. You know what I mean? Like Shanks, like we don't know much about him, but we don't see him saving people very often. Really, like Luffy is the only person we've ever seen him actually save.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I mean,
except for maybe Kobe, but
he saved Kobe. Yeah, no, for sure.
But who knows? Maybe Kobe plays a big role in this too.
Obviously, he's yeah. It's really interesting because there's the lineage of the Straw Hat. Roger had it. I guess he gave it to Shanks, and Shanks couldn't be that guy either. But he saw something in Luffy specifically, and he was like, maybe this kid is the one. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a really cool reveal. It's cool to tie it in with one of Kaido's crew in particular, someone from a CP9 group, no less. Yeah, I think like they really are just trying to like they're so scared of another Joy Boy showing up. Something.
This could have been Rox's fruit too.
It could have been. I have no idea. I'd be interested. There's just so much damn intrigue. I'm very.
But he does say you're no Joy Boy. That is literally what Kaido said.
Yeah, but I think Luffy is like he's gonna prove him wrong. He's like, oh, he might be Joy. Joy.
No. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm agreeing. I'm saying like the fact that he brought that up means that there's a reason why he likened him to Joy Boy, probably because of the fruit.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I love this chapter.
That's a confirmation right there, man.
I would say so too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this was pretty cool. I'm very into One Piece. I'm so glad that it's not off next week. Oh man.
Yeah.
Every time I look at the next, like when the next chapter is coming out, the next release day, it's always kind of like a cliffhanger. Because although it's understandable, it feels like One Piece doesn't come out nearly enough. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about One Piece. Are you guys set to move on?
Yeah.
Easer.
All right, it is time to randomize. Oh wait, well, yes, it is time to randomize. Whatever. Black Clover. This is Black Clover, chapter 297, The Descent. Cool color page of Noelle in her dope ass water armor thing. I can dig it. Last we left off, Vanica was just fully impaled by Noelle's sword, and instead of just dying from a sword wound to the gut, she's just like, sick. You stabbed me really hard, and the battle continues onward. She's having the time of her life. And no, in my favorite thing, Noelle just like back kicks her. I don't know, just does like this weird flip kick right into the fucking jaw, dude. Pretty cool. Lots of
That's a well foot.
yeah. Yeah. Lots of battle. Like basically Noelle eviscerates her, and down to the point where like she can't even fight anymore. Her entire shadow being disappears except for her shirt because fan service. And
Nice.
hell yeah, she's got a bloody ass nose. I think Noelle literally broke her fucking nose. Because there's nothing but blood streaming down from it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And she's like, that felt amazing. And I'm like, your nose is broken, but okay.
Sure.
And she's like, is this friendship? And Noelle's like, no, as if. It's kind of funny because she has like a whole very shonen protagonist view of this. It's like, it's my turn to chase you. Does this make us rivals? Let's compete to see who gets stronger. She's like, no. Who do you think I am? You know, Asta?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So she's about to finish her, and that's when Megicula interrupts, and he's like, this won't do. Anyway, she starts to expand outward, and she mentions that Lucifero and the others haven't noticed us, and there are the souls of 3 vastly powerful mages of the same sex here. So now I can use my real power, and Megicula just sprouts out of Vanica's body.
Yeah, one of the conditions for her descent was for 3 female mages, 3 strong female mages to be around. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to play a role.
Yeah, if they're like other demons who need like specific things to really fully emerge. But yeah, she's like, once Vanica and Loro Pachica will die, my manifestation will be complete. And I guess she takes over Loro Pachica. It's not super. Oh no, she's still out, but I guess she possesses her from afar. It looks like she fucks up the lightning dude real fast.
Real fast.
Yeah, she says, I get out of here. And she says, before that happens, I'll let you brawl one more time. If you all die together, you won't be lonely. Isn't that right, humans? And yeah, it's going to be Noelle versus, I guess, Megicula and Loro Pachica possessed by Megicula.
Yeah, because Lord knows the lightning dude ain't going to do a damn thing.
Yeah. This is cool. I'm glad that it didn't end with just Vanica being defeated. I'm glad that like the demons have some sort of agency outside of just being possessed by outside of just possessing folks. Yeah, and this is a particularly important demon because she's like the first named demon, I think, outside of Lucifero. So
yeah.
And she has like a longer standing in the lore of these characters. So I'm glad that she's not just like one and done out. I'm looking forward to it. It was cool to see Noelle beating fucking Vanica's ass too. That kick was something else. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, but mostly an action chapter with a pretty cool reveal at the end. I don't have much to say about it. I liked it a little better than last week, so I feel pretty good about it. But that was World Trigger. Not World Trigger. Black Clover. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited.
Oh, by the way, One Piece was the RGC for me.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that.
Certified RGC certified.
Feels unfair to do it during Black Clover, but okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Anyway, this was cool. In any case, I'm ready to move on. Are you?
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's time to move on to the American comics. One of these. X Books. We're starting with them today because we only have 2. The Marvel gods have smiled upon us. They have not given us 3 long-ass books. But this is, we're starting with X Factor. The first of the 2 series that are actually on their last legs. I know X Factor. This is the final issue of X Factor.
Yeah, this is indeed the last leg.
Which is kind of
X
sad,
Factor.
but we'll get into it. Basically, the X Factor crew is also getting ready for the gala. I like that iBoy is rocking the Eneru look.
Yeah, right. He does look like Eneru.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Everybody,
Luffy-san.
Luffy-san. Everybody's drip is pretty cool. I got no complaints. For whatever reason, Rachel decided to keep like spikes on her shit, and I'm like, all right, goth.
She can retract them though.
Yeah, she got retractable spike dress. They go off. There is something of note. You know, everybody's chilling at the gala, having a good time. There's this one panel where iBoy walks up to Carmen from Children of the Atom.
Yes.
And I'm like, when did this happen? Is Carmen a mutant now? I don't know.
Yo, this was... I was like, yeah, this is a spoiler. Like,
Yeah.
they definitely
I mean, what are you going to do?
messed
You know?
up there.
It kind of sucks because, like, I guess Children of the Atom was delayed for so long. And now they're just kind of, like, rushing to get it caught up. Because I know, like, the last issue of Children of the Atom was Hellfire Gala tie-in. So it's kind of sad
Yeah,
that they didn't really get...
and she wasn't there. She did not...
She
Like,
was not.
I don't think she made it to the gate. She got captured, didn't she, with the rest of them?
Yes. Yeah, the last we left off with Children of the Atom was that they were just getting rescued by the X-Men. So, yeah, it's definitely weird. But in any case, the battle, the issue continues. Prodigy walks off to Club Pepper to, I guess, investigate the mystery of his death, because they have to do this real fast and close all these plot lines because this is the last issue.
Yeah, real fast.
Real fast. And we get a little scene where Rachel notices that Shatterstar is back, tying into the Excalibur issue where he finds Richter. Prodigy easily finds the guy who killed him. He's in Los Angeles. He just finds him and starts beating the shit out of him. I didn't know.
So apparently this is based on a real life thing.
Yeah, this is. Oh wait, what do you mean? Like a real life story?
Yeah, as far as the murderer, the
Oh.
serial murderer
I didn't know that.
of homosexual males. Yeah,
Damn.
this is, I don't know if it's the same name, but Brian, look up serial murders of gay males in California, I think.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
There's a weird
All
disconnect
murders?
between.
Serial murderer of gay males, Los Angeles.
Yeah. It's funny that there's a disconnect with the art where this guy's supposed to be screaming his fucking balls off, but his face is just like
That's you talking about Randy Kraft?
What's his name?
Randy Kraft? Golden State Killer?
Is that
Oh,
him?
shit.
That's not
Patrick
him.
Yeah, I guess
Kearney?
so.
Who are you guys talking about?
I thought the Golden State was killer was somebody else. I don't know. If you know in the comments, let us know.
A lot of killers of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of killers in
Damn.
Anyway, Prodigy finds him, beats the shit out of him. Back at the Hellfire Gala, we learned that I didn't know this, but North Star's husband is a human that lives on Krakoa. As Steve,
I
finds
did
him.
not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I figured he was mutant as well. But yeah, he just kind of waves it off. Captain America's like, "Wait, they let you live here and you're human?" And he's like, "Yeah, see ya." We get a little scene where damn, why am I blanking on her name? Lorna. She says she just got elected into the X-Men, so she's leaving X Factor, which is sad. But yeah, that's cool. We get a little connection to the Hellions tie-in where Wild Child goes full alpha on Dakin, and Dakin's like, "Whatever, dude."
Yeah. I got the girl. You mad.
You mad?
Like I said, I'll make you smile from your throat. Sheesh.
It's pretty good. So yeah, we get a big info dump that Aurora has dissociative identity disorder, and that it was tied to her death. And Akihiro Dakin went over and killed the people who killed her. So they're in this together. iBoy finds Prodigy beating the shit out of his killer, and they find out how they know is that apparently on Prodigy's phone, he engineered his own alibi before he died.
Interesting.
So, that kind of proves everything. iBoy does some hand signs, and then he unleashes a mega beam on this man, and I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
Bro, this dude's powers are like different, man. He's strong. Like he's got some combat potential, man.
I'll tell you what, if there's anything that X Factor did, it fucking elevated iBoy to incredible standards. I remember him from Wolverine and the X-Men, which is a great series that I recommend if you guys have the time. Jason Aaron's Wolverine and the X-Men. iBoy is just kind of like this background character who's literally full, just like all eyes on him. And now he's just shooting crazy eye beams in his Eneru costume. He's come a long way. But in any case, everybody else finds him and they're like, you know what? Fuck this dude. We're gonna arrest him. Or we're gonna call the police on him and let him go to jail.
And go grab his body that's downstairs.
Yeah.
Corpse body, so we can prove.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah. So the issue ends in actually the most important development so far. Oh well, second most, I guess. Terraforming Mars is pretty much main front and center of the Hellfire Gala so far. But the second thing is Prodigy and iBoy return to the Hellfire Gala. They meet up with Tommy Speed, who is the son of Wanda Maximoff. Remember that because that's important. It comes up literally 2 pages later. They're about to head back to the gala, and they notice that there's a fucking dead body over there. They go to see it. iBoy knows what it is because he can see it with his eyes, and he tries to get Tommy away. But he just goes anyway. And it turns out the Scarlet Witch has been murdered.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so last we saw Scarlet Witch, she was with Magneto. And he seemed to be very sweet to her, but I guess it was all a ruse. So he could just snap her neck, apparently. Or strangle her or something. As it looks. That's what it looks like. And the story that's going to spin off of this, obviously, is going to be the trial of Magneto. That's coming in this month, actually, after the Hellfire Gala. And that's the next time we'll actually see X Factor. The X Factor series itself is done, but the X Factor is going to be very involved with the trial of Magneto. As far as X Factor goes, I'm going to miss this one. This one. There's been series that kind of come and gone since the Hickman era X-Men started. I think we have Fallen Angels, which felt like a miniseries anyway.
Yeah.
X-Men's leaving, like Hickman's running X-Men. Cable's going to be gone soon, but this one, I feel like they didn't really get their footing, and I don't know if they were really canceled or whatever. I don't know how it works necessarily, or how they know when they're canceled and how long they have. But this issue is very rushed, obviously, because they had to tie in all of the characters' remaining plot lines that they've built up over the last 9 issues in one issue, and also tie it into the Hellfire Gala. But I'm gonna miss X Factor, and I hope we see. I'm sure we'll see them, throughout the pages of the X-Men books. But I like the idea of having a little like murder mystery type story. Add some variety to the story while also contributing in a way. But I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got to say about X Factor. You got any thoughts before we go?
No. I'm just curious to see what's going to be the deal moving forward with the Travel Mag. I'm ready for them to move into that.
Yeah. I don't know how much is left of the Hellfire Gala actually, but so far, I don't know if that's the end. Actually,
Sword was the last important one. Sword was the last important one, but I do believe this is the last Hellfire Gala. For sure. The party is over.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess overall, the Hellfire Gala was, it wasn't an event like in the same way that comic book events are. It's mostly just like building up what the immediate events of what's coming next. There's a lot that comes out of this, but yeah, an interesting event. A lot of important things happened throughout the Hellfire Gala. It was cool to cover them all. Moving on to our next and final X book. It is Cable number 11, the penultimate issue, I imagine. Because next issue, I think it's ending for sure. I thought it was. Yeah. I thought this was the last one, but it's not. Cable has been currently investigating the disappearance of mutant babies, and they thought initially that they were kidnapped by this mutant worshipping cult, but it turns out they were actually taken by Strife for reasons, and Cable has just been on the hunt for these kids for the last almost 11 issues. There's one issue where it was 10 of Swords, but otherwise, this has been the entire arc. And now that I think about it, 11 issues is a long time for this story to go on. Yeah. So one of the Knights of Galador pulls up while I guess Cable and Cyclops are debating bringing back Old Man Cable, resurrecting him. And at some point they agree to bring him back. So Old Man Cable's back. There's a nice little scene where he sees Hope for a minute. And basically they find Strife and they gather a team of people to go off and kill Strife. Magic is one of them. Deadpool's another. They get Domino involved. So yeah, they're all gonna go kill Strife. Cable, young Cable, I guess, mends some fences with his girlfriend, one of the cuckoos named Esme. And yeah, they just pull up to Strife's place, and I guess that's kind of the end of the issue, really. It's Cable, Old Man Cable pulls up, is like right in time to save a mutant baby from being culted. Yeah, Cable, I don't know. Cable is kind of like the inverse for me in terms of to X Factor in terms of series on this. I feel like it didn't really know what it was. I think they were just kind of like riding on the name of Cable.
Right. That's how I felt. The most purpose it had was their next sword.
Yeah, it just felt aimless, and it's been 11 issues of this one not great story arc anyway. Like, comic book story arcs are usually shorter than this, and this is one where I was like, I wish it was shorter, honestly. And it didn't really all that contribute too much to the story other than to give Cable a sword to compete with in the Ten of Swords. But outside of that, it didn't really add anything.
And bring Old Man Cable back because Q.
Because Q.
Techno-organic.
I mean, I like Cable. Who doesn't like Cable? It's just, it feels kind of hollow. You know, Cable can easily be misconstrued as like, look, we brought back Cable because it's cool. And, you know, if you're not careful, it just comes off that way. But, I don't know. You guys let us know. Are we wilding right now? Should we be giving Cable more respect?
Am I wilding for respect? Go ahead, let me know.
You let us know in the comments. Let us fear your fury. But in any case, those are the X books. X Factor is a good conclusion, a very good ending. I wish it had more time, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's kind of sad, but we'll see them again. It's not that they're out forever. And Cable was alright. I guess. It's not that it's like offensively bad or anything. It's just boring. I never felt like super engaged by Cable. It kind of has the same issue that Wolverine has to a degree, where both of these series are kind of like, I don't know what it is with the X books and solo titles where it's not a team, but there hasn't been one that's been like, whoa, hell yeah, blowing me away with this solo title. But hopefully Wolverine changes that next time we see it. But those were the X books. Ready to move on, Josh?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Daredevil.
Oh man, don't you love this series? This series has a way more than anything else that we cover, where in a single page you can read what's happening and be like, yes, this is it right here.
Yeah,
this was worth it.
Oh my god,
this is worth every week. Just this one page.
Yeah, I guess.
And it happens several times. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, total agreement. I guess, like, preemptively, if you're not reading Daredevil, read Daredevil. Just getting that out of the way. This is, I mean, fuck it. This is my VGI. I imagine it's yours?
Yes. We're just going to get out the way? Okay.
Yeah, let's get it.
Without a doubt. Without a shadow of doubt.
Listen, I mean, this is an extraordinary book.
Certified VGI.
And it's one of the low-keyest books in Marvel's lineup, I think. I don't think not enough people are talking about how good Daredevil is. But let's get into
all happening in such a controlled environment.
I know, but let's get into it proper. Last we left off, Daredevil has been approached to make a deal with the FBI to help investigate this.
Wait, can I read it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not fully healed, but I'm back where I belong, with one big change. Daredevil is now an FBI informant.
He's a fan.
Wow, bro.
Come on, dude.
Wow. You was a fucking snitch.
Yeah, we don't.
Wow, that's crazy.
We don't have
a good cause, but still.
We don't have a fucking snitch drop, but we should have one, I guess. But yeah, Daredevil is a federal agent now, and he's basically he's helping the FBI with this unsanctioned prison labor case. And it's funny, he kind of like throws some shade out there where he's like, I guess they'd be okay with it if it were sanctioned labor, but whatever. I'm not gonna think about that right now.
Yeah.
And Daredevil, after surviving a prison jumping and stabbing, has gained a little respect amongst his inmates, and not all of them, but he's got 2 friends now who want to play cards with him. And basically, he's like, I don't want to go out there, which is kind of funny because like the guy is like, all right, you can't be hiding in here because the respect you gained, you could lose. People are gonna like think otherwise. If
they're not gonna be scared of you because they feel like you're hiding.
Yeah. So and he's warning him about like going around, asking for asking about the labor shit, and they get into this argument that Daredevil's like, whatever, I'm trying to do what's right, and Marcus is like, man, you got to stop doing this. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, like you need to take a fucking chill though.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it is kind of funny how they're putting this kind of like sanctimonious thing that Daredevil's doing is like also comes from a point of privilege that he just actually does not have to be there.
Yeah,
but other people do, and other people will probably never get out. So it's just, yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about. Meanwhile, back at Elektra's house, the girl named Alice that Elektra has been looking after just shot and killed somebody, and she's not dealing with it well. So Elektra's biggest solution is violence at all times.
Yo, all right. So remember when I told you about just one page makes the chapter?
Yes.
Bro, she said after the. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we'll get to it.
Was it in this scene?
Because
You
you
could
just
say.
started the little interaction, but it's just this one panel, bro. I'll show you when we get there.
Okay. I mean, you know, she's basically like, get back up. We're going to trade. And she's like, I just killed the guy. And he's like, it's fine. You had no choice. He was a member of the Hand, which is why he turned to dust.
Yeah, so it's not even really a kill if you think about it. The kid wasn't trying to hit that.
Yeah, and she just throws her glove at her, and she's like, you even hear yourself? I didn't ask to be part of this. And now, I fuck you, you crazy bitch. And she just slams the door on the way out. And Elektra doesn't really take this as a point of, yeah. Is this the panel you were talking about?
Yes.
You want to go for it?
In response to the kid lashing out over a truly traumatic experience, she looks at the glove and just says, weakness. I'm tired of it. She's fucking ruthless, yo.
Yeah, for real, man.
Like, she's not playing around, and this was it. This was the trigger. Yeah, look, it literally, you could see it in her face.
Yeah.
And the panel's red. She's like, yeah, the games are over.
I'm tired of these softies. I'm tired of these soft boys. Meanwhile, we get Mike Murdoch disguising himself currently as Matt Murdock. He gets taken to this underground gangs summit. And they basically called him over to discuss this thing. Mike basically like pretends to be mad. He's just like, I know a guy at the district attorney's office, and they're talking about how they're trying to take all of you down, but they really want Izzy Libris first. So, you know, we could all be spared if we just kind of like join in and try to get Izzy out of there. Butch has to cover his face because he's like, yes, according to plan. Yes. So, yeah, the gangs all agree. Izzy Libris has got to go. And meanwhile, Elektra as Daredevil comes in and just starts fucking up, I guess, the majority of New York City.
Yeah, anybody who looked at her wrong and who she may have thought has information on the Hand.
Yeah, basically. She
said, fuck this shit, fuck the promise I made to Matt, all that extra shit in development. I'm back to who I was. I'm Elektra right now, and I need to find out what the fuck is going on.
She's not killing anybody, which is, I guess, cool.
I guess.
Which is the minimum, which is the bare minimum of being Daredevil.
She's embarrassing the shit out of a lot of people, though.
Yeah, she kicked this dude so hard into a car that the car tipped over when she kicked him into it. That's a lot of fucking force. And she goes, she's going around town fucking people up, and she's just asking, where's your Kingpin? Where's Izzy Libris? And then the next panel is Kingpin being like, where is Bullseye? And I'm just like, I don't know. It's all intense. I can't deal with it.
Jesus, I don't know Kingpin, alright?
I never want that man close to me like this. He's so scary. So yeah, Mayor Fisk is just like yelling at the police captain guy to find Bullseye.
Clean out my mess now.
Yeah, I'm very confused as to how Fisk can just do this, just beat up on the police captain. And he's like, and the police captain doesn't seem to really know what's going on. He's like, I don't know, man. We've been looking for him, dude. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. And yeah, the captain is just getting like pressed by him. He starts like grabbing his skull with his gigantic hands. The other two policemen have the nerve to point their gun at Kingpin, and Kingpin says,
the nerve.
He says, by the time you pull the triggers, my palms will be wet with the Commissioner Dean's brains, and you will be the dead cops who tried to kill our beloved mayor. As Typhoid Mary stands right behind them, two knives at their necks. Jeez Louise. It's good to have old gangster Kingpin back.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool. He says, for the good of the people you serve and for the oxygen you continue to breathe. Find Bullseye. And I'm like, my goodness.
So really, it was just the ladder that actually put that battery in his back.
Yeah, I mean, what an absolute gangster.
It's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
Speaking of gangsters,
we cut over to Bullseye, who just killed the heirs to the West Miller Guns fortune. And strictly because he hates them because they made a shitty gun. And it made him miss once. The gun that, he missed someone once with using their gun, and so he went hunted them down and killed them as if they made the gun themselves.
It's their fault, ultimately. I feel
guess,
it.
in theory. I guess if you, it's not that crazy if you think about it. And he's like, Daredevil made me miss too, but I'm all better now. I'm the world's greatest assassin, don't you know? And then a voice from behind goes, if that's the case, shouldn't you prove it? And the next page is a full page spread of this angel man saying, shouldn't you kill everyone?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, unless you can prove to me otherwise, that is the one above all. That's literally God.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this angel is. If you know,
I just said.
Oh, the one above all.
Yes.
Is Matt Murdock?
The one above all is approaching Bullseye, and he's like, "Do it, do it."
Is Matt
Do
Murdock
it
going to have to
all.
fight the one above all?
Yes,
What a battle!
bro. Because at the end of the day, Daredevil's taking down white collar crime, and the one above all cannot have that. You know why? Because the one above all is the creator and owner, and ultimately that's Disney. That is Disney. That is that's corporate Disney manifested in godly form. Telling Bullseye, kill them all.
Yeah, they say Walt Disney's head is still in a jar somewhere, frozen. It's actually the one above all now.
Yes.
This is Walt
Correct.
Disney himself. Well, I don't know if this is a crazy boy hallucination that Bullseye's going through, or if this really is the one above all, or just some weird angel thing. I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but pretty cool that this weird supernatural element is now in Daredevil. Meanwhile, Daredevil has been called into the warden's office, the one who just tried to kill him, and this is a pretty sick scene. Not gonna lie.
Dude, this was crazy.
Yeah, so Daredevil walks in, and he's like, and this warden, what a fucking asshole. He's like, I don't like fighting in my prison. And Daredevil says,
Right.
Daredevil's like, you're trying to kill me. Like, regular, plain, just like that. You're trying to kill me. And this warden's like, but I don't know what you're talking about. That's quite the claim. What do you have to back it up? And he's like, and Daredevil's like, you know what, man? What do I have to lose? And he just beats the shit out of the security guards. And he's like, what when I've already lost my freedom? If I stray from who I am, what I need to do because I'm fearful of repercussions, then I may as well be dead. And he tosses one of the guards' batons over to the panic button, and I guess holds
it.
Yeah, he puts one of the guys in the sleeper hold, puts him to fucking sleep. And man, this whole damn speech is pretty dope, where he's like, all men are equal in the eyes of God. You think because you've manufactured authority over me that I'd cower? You're garbage. I know you're hiding something, Warren. And I don't care what your job is, I'm going to destroy you. You should have killed me when you had the chance, because I'm angry. And when I'm angry, with a smile on his face, he goes, nothing can stop me. He says, I ruined your panic button, not because I'm scared of help coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He says,
I'm winning.
He says,
You try to kill me, bro, and I survived.
I ruined your panic button, not because I'm scared of help coming, because I want you to scream for it. And then the warden starts screaming for it. He's like,
immediately.
Yeah, he's like, ah, help me! Help! And Daredevil's like, all right, I won. Good job, Matt. You've got him right where you want him. Wow. One of the dopest moments in this run so far.
It's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
Son, this issue was fucking insane.
Yeah, it's
not over.
Yeah, it's not even over, dude.
Yeah, remember Elektra, who was tired of fucking around?
Yeah, she just finds Izzy Libris.
The whole kingdom.
She's like, I found you, bitch.
In one day.
Literally, it took maybe 4 hours. She just kicks out her door like,
surprise, motherfucker.
And she throws her baton, breaks her old lady hand, I guess, with the sigh or whatever. And she's like, where's the hand? And Libris is like, what? And she's like, I don't like asking questions twice, Miss Libris. And so Izzy just breaks down immediately. She's just like, they said they could bring my 2 sons back to life, and I just wanted them back. And I pushed them too hard, and I didn't listen to them. And now, now she's got a price on her head by the hand. So Daredevil's like, all right, well, they want you dead. You don't want them around. I don't want them around. We're aligned. Just let me know when they show up next, and I'll take care of it. So, yeah, that's when she's like, man, I'm so tired of this. Do you even have anyone in this world? I had my family, my business. Who am I supposed to trust? Wilson Fisk? His big plan was to give me a psychopath to take care of you. And Elektra's like, what psychopath?
No psychopath.
Cut over.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, cut over to said psychopath. It's Bullseye just sniping people on the streets of New York City, which is bone chilling, honestly. I felt.
Yes. Yeah, it really is.
I got a little anxiety just watching that.
So what could any of them do?
Yeah. And he intends to kill literally everyone in New York. I don't like it. I live in New York. I don't enjoy
come
that.
on, broski. Niggas just trying to get to where they gotta go. Well, you gotta do the most.
Yeah, for real.
Don't kill the people that made your life worse.
Yeah.
Not these guys.
Yeah, but that's where the issue ends. Every issue, just it's all chef's kiss. The whole thing, just a mwah, delish. If you're not reading Daredevil, read it. I guess the next arc is going to be Elektra versus Bullseye, which I'm very into with her dope ass.
Yeah, she gotta redeem herself after getting smoked last time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's what led to her being Elektra in the first place, right?
No, her name is Elektra.
Well, you know, the training assassin. She got killed by Bullseye first, right?
No, that was
No, that was the movie. Whoa, never mind.
You're confusing me with the fucking movie from 10 years ago.
Bullseye did kill her before, though.
Yes, this is true. Bullseye did indeed do that, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's one of the best books in Marvel. It's one I'm very excited whenever it pops up. And it's only monthly. Man, why don't books just go back to monthly? You get more time to focus, I think. I think for the most part the monthly books are usually the better ones. Batman's monthly, I think. I wish they would do that, But in any case, that's all I gotta say about Daredevil. It was fucking sick. Are you ready to move on, Josh?
Oh yes.
Then let's go to the next, back to the manga. World Trigger. This is World Trigger chapters 209 and 210. We're starting with 209, the away mission test part 7. Do you like conjecture? Because this is a lot. Okay, so basically last we left off, the exam portion has just begun of the away mission test, and every squad has received a special assignment. The special assignment for the first special assignment is a question to pose to every member of every squad. Why do you think your squads were shuffled for the purposes of the test? And yeah, they're supposed to compile everybody's opinions and send them by 3 p.m. I think the next day. So basically, everybody goes through their reasoning for the most part. It's a lot to kind of go through it. There's a lot of differing opinions. A couple of which being that there's a couple of interesting things I haven't thought about this exam in a while. Like Sawamura brings up the fact that if one person leaves for this trip because they're not taking full squads on away missions. So say if Azuma leaves, then Koarai and Okudera might be placed on a different squad, and that might be the reason that they're shuffling squads. Some people suggest that they're choosing squads, they're choosing candidates to become temporary captains or even management in Border because of a possible expansion of Border. And it's interesting. There's a lot of interesting theories. In the middle of this, the first of the 2 chapters ends with the power going out, and Osamu recharges the power in the ship, and it turns on everything but Osamu's laptop, and that's where the cliffhanger of this chapter is. Leave it to World Trigger to have a literal cliffhanger be, my laptop doesn't work. It's very World Trigger of them.
But it's so much deeper than than just normally your laptop dies.
Yeah, normally your laptop dies like, oh damn it, my laptop died, but this is an earth-shattering event in World Trigger. But yeah, they're just like, what happened? And they figure it out pretty much within the next page. Osamu is simply out of Tryon after recharging the ship on his own. So, and all of these computers are powered by Tryon. So because he doesn't have any more Tryon, there's no more power in the laptop. The quick fist Osamu puts together, because he's very good at this. He's a problem solver supreme. He's like, yo, can I take pictures of your questions and I'll work on my questions on paper, and then the next day when my Tryon is at full, I can just submit my answers once I'm done. And everybody's like, oh yeah, good idea. Even Sua's like, whoa, not bad. Yeah, I like this. The very next scene is actually the top brass at Border going around and just kind of discussing what the results of their exam were. They break down that Inukai, Yuba, Kodera, Suwa, Ninomiya, Arafune, and Kurauchi all brought up the possibility of potential candidates for captains or management roles. And they're also judging on how the A-rank squad participants are judging their answers. So it's like several separations.
There's a lot, yeah. It's a good amount of that happening.
Yeah, specifically the people who gave that group points was Fuyushima, Maki, Ayasuji, Kizaki, and Yuri Rindo. The most important, there are 2 people, Oji and Some, Captain Oji and the operator for Katori squad known as Some. They came up with the idea that this whole thing was a large scale experiment involving the long-term prospects of Border. So it's basically just a big data collection exam. And they particularly home in on Some because she comes up with something that's like, she's way more detailed in it. And it's actually kind of an interesting way to look at it, where she says basically it's to simulate the advancement to B rank. It's basically like, you ever think to yourself, like, going back in time with the knowledge that you know now and approaching a situation differently based on the experiences and everything that you've earned, is basically what this test is all about. It's basically putting you in a new situation with new teammates and seeing what you do now that you've learned a lot from being part of a B rank squad in general. It is fascinating. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So
too bad none of what she said counted.
I mean, they were the top brass basically says like, well, she got 70% of the reason we're doing this. Should we bump her up to management position? And they're like, I don't know, dog. She's like 13.
Like, whoa, why don't we just put a tab on her?
Yeah. We'll keep her name on file. The interesting thing is that Yuma and Hughes both came up with a similar answer, which is funny because they're both neighbors, and top brass clocked that where they're both like, well, they're shuffling the squads because in case someone dies. It's just to see who can replace who if someone dies on the away mission. And I'm like, damn, these guys are cold-blooded, dude. I forgot how real like their experiences are.
Yeah, they've been through some shit.
Yeah, they've been through some shit, man. And you kind of forget like this series. There has been a ton of focus on Yuma since the series came back, you know, in terms of like introspective character stuff. So like you kind of forget that he's been through it. But anyway, yeah, Jin, Cronin, Kizuki, and Arashiyama gave them points based on that. Konami gave them negative ratings, which I thought was kind of like a funny little character moment for her.
She was mad type.
Because Yuma is like her student. You know, I remember when they first like linked up with Tomakoma, like she was the one who trained with him and stuff. So it's funny to her to shit on her pupil real fast.
Yeah.
I appreciate that little moment. So, yeah, they were basically like, one thing I forgot to mention about Somei's point, actually, is that they note that Kitora also said something similar to Somei, but Kodera basically put a time limit on his team. And they note that the reason Somei got more time out of that, got more thought out of that is that Kitazo, her captain, was generous with how he allowed his teammates to think and process this stuff and give their answer. So they really are noting everything.
Yeah. I was impressed, which says a lot because I was expecting it to be really intense, but they thought about this from so many different perspectives.
Yeah. They mentioned that, they also talk about Osamu's little moment on the ship where he ran out of Tryon and he found a quick workaround for it. Toma and Satori gave him points for that. And they're like, I guess they can do that.
Sure. So give him points for making the obvious solution. Whatever, man.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
No my nigga, man.
Nezumi is.
Do you have any Tryon, bro?
No, he's just a businessman. He's basically like, well, right. I guess we should have been concerned if he was stupid enough not to think of that. But yeah, so basically they all come together and they start to score them using the criteria that they really set out. Because obviously Somei, there's still more to the test than what Somei said. Although she got most of it right, there's more to it. So they're gonna base it on the criteria that they set, and based on that criteria, Mizukami squad got top, and Suba squad got bottom.
Share me tight.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I don't remember even what Mizukami's squad came down to. Because they got closer, even closer than Somei. So what was it that they said?
Also.
Yeah, I'm trying to find exactly what they came down to, but I don't think we saw exactly what happened. If there's any of these guys, their reasons that I kind of aligned with, I was very much on Kageura. What Kageura says that the reason that they jumbled us up is that on the real away mission, our squads won't matter when they toss us together. And I was like, sure. that was my thought.
Pretty much. That's how I looked at it too. Like, this is really a simulation for the away mission. Meaning, you're gonna be with people you're not used to. You need to learn more about yourself before you commit to this journey.
Yeah, I'm glad I aligned with Kageura. He's one of my favorites. Big fan. Me and Kageura on the same wavelength, baby. One thing I wanted to mention is something I thought of when I was reading this. One of the quirks of World Trigger that makes it so special is that it's a series that's obviously very introspective of its own internal logic. So they like discuss shit. They discuss the rules of their own series, in a way where it feels like you're having a conversation, with them.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different viewpoints. Like, that's why it's kind of hard to theorize about World Trigger, is that it theorizes for you. So, like...
yeah, you're right. It kind of... He covers a lot of ground, but not in like a... I don't know. It's not like he's doing the most. It's natural.
For sure.
It's like the opposite of lazy, He's like putting maximum effort into the thought process of every single one of his characters. I mean, what other series do you know where these board members are fully fucking fleshed out, damn near. Mm-hmm. We don't know their past, but that's the only thing we don't know. We damn near know their personalities and kind of what drives them a little bit.
Yeah.
And these are tertiary characters.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, yeah, for sure. Every character can be an avatar for an audience member, like how I felt with Kageura, where I'm like, oh shit, I was like Kageura, and I thought that's what I thought Kageura, and you feel like you're part of that conversation because you're also having that conversation in your head. It's kind of an interesting thing, and you're right, Josh. I've never seen this in any series. I think it's a very thing that
maybe like Bagumon.
Almost not even, because it's kind of like not even it's kind of weird. Because
yeah, you're right.
I've never seen a series like this, where it feels like you're reading, forums. It's a very fun thing. I feel like every opinion of what the theories behind the jumbling is addressed here. I really like that. I really think that's such a smart and unique thing that World Trigger brings to the table.
He's utilizing it with the characters too. I think that's what's key. That's another point I want to make to that. Like, it's not just. I'm gonna tell you this. One Piece does that a lot, where a lot of context is given. Like, you'll have these central characters that are like, important, like that wise elderly type, or who, whatever new people they meet. But a lot of the time, you got side characters, like, kind of giving commentary on certain situations that you probably won't really see again or something. I'm not trying to take anything away from One Piece. I guess I'm just trying to even make more of a point that, like, World Trigger, he's introducing all these characters for a reason, because they all have an opinion and it will be valid at some point. When they speak, it's going to matter, and it's something to think about.
Yeah. It makes every character
masterclass.
For sure. It makes every character kind of three-dimensional. Every character sounds different. Yeah, and we don't.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. Every character is three-dimensional.
Yeah, I mean,
not just the dirty, filthy ones.
Maybe that's just. Maybe that's hyperbole.
Got me there.
I haven't heard your voice in a while, so I had to say something.
Yeah. I do love this series. It is very great at that. The dialogue, and like World Trigger is one of those series where I can read like blocks of text because he's so good at like writing dialogue, because it feels like people talking. It doesn't feel like over exaggerated. It feels like normal folks just having a conversation about something like you or I would have if we were in this situation.
Bro, it's so real. If I can't focus on the comic, like if I can't. Or if I'm not even in the mood, I won't read World Trigger. I will wait until I am ready to focus and read literal pages. It's still not like a book, but still.
Yeah, no, I mean,
more than dialogue. Comic.
It's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of bureaucracy. Honestly,
a lot of stuff to pay attention to. You have to understand the big picture before they start breaking it down. It's very easy to get lost in the sauce if you're not like paying attention.
For sure.
Which is I like that. It's grown up, maybe, and teens could do that too.
Oh yeah, and they don't sound like adults. It doesn't seem like these are things that kids wouldn't say, like teenagers wouldn't say necessarily. You know, because they're saying it
Bro,
like kids. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I can't read this while I'm smoking. It's not a good.
You gotta be focused. I agree. I mean, you gotta like it. It does take a lot of things to memorize because things come up later, and the series is about the things that they don't say as much as what they do say. Like, you know, Mizukami, for example, all that stuff. Like with him withholding results and instructions. Yeah, this is such.
That was interesting.
I
wouldn't have told my team that we was in last place either. Cause come on, like they didn't know what the criteria was. It's not fair. There's no point in bringing it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Brian, do you have any thoughts? Of this World Trigger chapter? Brian?
Hello? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Yeah, go
this is a really slow part of World Trigger right now. There isn't much for me to actually say about it until things start to really ramp up. I think the series is great right now, honestly, but you know, it's just in that world building phase of World Trigger, you know, where it's setting a lot up. What's up?
So, do you feel like if Makumo never, like maybe for like 3 months, didn't shower or change his clothes, do you think that you would like the series a little bit more?
I mean, that's a very specific question that doesn't really apply to World Trigger, to be honest.
I mean, I respect that. That is your answer, right?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Did you wake up and choose violence today, Josh? You came out here angry already.
No, I didn't.
Well,
already salty.
I guess if anything, we should move on to our next series then.
I'm just ramping this up for the next issue. Come on, man. I'm building a hype.
Yeah. Well, this is World Trigger. Fantastic. Read World Trigger, please. I want this to do really well. World Trigger deserves to be so fucking just as popular as Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, and have like a continuous, like really popular anime going. I need this to succeed, guys. All right, let's do it. Let's move on. It is time to go to our next series because we're not randomized anymore. Holy shit. My Hero Academia.
Nice.
User.
All right, this is My Hero Academia, chapter 318, Reckless. We open with a little flashback of Endeavor calling Midori on his phone, be like, Deku, we're switching up our approach. At this rate, you're not going to last longer. So, you know, stop fucking around and come back.
Yeah. How does Deku respond to that?
No, I'm okay. I'll be fine. I'm still on my feet, and I can't give the villains time to prepare. So, you know, he's going off. Even the visages of One for All, or All for One, are like, hey, man, you gotta chill. This is not time to throw caution in the wind. But Deku gets his danger sense and flies off straight through the visages, too. It's kind of funny.
Right? Like, y'all some little niggas now. I'm beyond y'all. Stop it.
I've gone beyond, plus Ultra. And then he flies away.
No, I won't change my outfit.
No, absolutely not. I will not change. We cut to inside One for All, and they're all just kind of like talking about this. It's like, we have Nana Shimura going like, oh, damn, my feelings have placed a heavy burden on him. And
they sure have.
Black Whip's like, nah, he just sees every cause as a worthy one. But yeah, no, he's just out here trying to wow for respect. And the second user is like, no, he's doing the right thing. And he's like, and third user's like, Fajin is like, you think so, leader? And he's like, inaction is not an option, especially given the circumstances. That's how it is for those of us who bear One for All. That said, if there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be ... And we cut over to Midoriya fighting an army of villains.
A fucking small battalion.
Yeah. He's like, pow, 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 saving folks left and right. And one of the girls is terrified of him. He's like, multiple quirks, are you working for All for One? He's like, what? No. What made you think
Hell
that?
no. Are you fucking crazy? You out of your mind? Do you not see me? I'm the good guy.
Look at me.
Get your shit straight. Get your fucking shit straight.
Hey, stop fucking around. Hey, get your shit together.
Stop fucking around.
Pull yourself together. Get the fuck out of here,
You
kid.
see this black whip out my body?
Yeah. Well, he flies off, and he's just thinking to himself, what does he really want? I have to stop Shigaraki. I have to do all this shit. I have to do it all so we can smile together again. And he's remembering all his friends.
Yeah, man. His mom.
Yeah, his mom. And then he ends up, he just like falls on the ground, tired and shit. And that's when he is again met with a ton of, he's met with Dictator, an escapee from Tartarus.
Dictator.
Which is a pretty cool villain name, Dictator.
Yeah. He looks creepy as fuck too, man. I was like, yeah, here we go. This is the shit I like.
Yeah.
This is the shit I wanted to see from My Hero Academia. This nasty weirdo puppet man.
Yeah. Doflamingo, basically. He just sends him in.
Yeah.
And he controls other people. And it turns out Crust was the guy who caught him years ago. And Rip Crust, I guess.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah, you remember he got disappeared by Shigaraki? Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
So, Midoriya can't exactly fight normal people, so he's just like, shit. He's just thinking about it, just kind of really casual. And he's just like, I just need a strategy as all these people mob on him. And then, next page, 2-page spread, Bakugo, high in the sky, is like, that punk. And he fires off a fucking armor-piercing shot directly on the head of Dictator. Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I think he died.
Yeah,
I think he just killed Dictator.
Yeah, he just
I'm
blasted.
not mad about that
Bam!
personally.
I'm not mad about it either.
Bam! Sniped him through his fucking chest and saved the day. Oh!
All for one.
Brian, I know you have a theory.
Wait.
Better, or I'm gonna say
This resurrected a lot of theories.
Not yet. Wait, let me finish.
Yeah, Visage of One for All that looks suspiciously like Bakugo turns around and is like, huh? And we remember what he said. If there's any Nani? He says if there's anything that can bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be. And there's Bakugo saying he's here, guys. And it could be that the other kids are also here. That would be so sick.
Right. But see, he could be saying it would be his friends, his support, or my great grandson.
Yeah. That's my thing, is that Bakugo's ancestor had One for All in the past, which is pretty sick.
He's basically Zuko, bro.
Yeah.
Your grandparent was the previous Avatar.
Yeah.
So you're me. We are the same person.
Yeah, me are you.
But
wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're my grandfather, Aang, right? You're my great-great-grandfather-in-law or something?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Who's your daddy?
Anyway, My Hero Academia.
Oh, my piercing shot. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of just blew it out the water already. But, yeah, that's definitely his grandson or something.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
This was my really good chapter of the week.
If it's not true, then I won't read this anymore. The Coach let me down.
Yeah. No. Yeah, this is
no way.
This is me and Brian's really good chapter of the week.
Certified RGC certified.
I know, Josh. You're always hating it when it happens. Honestly, it wouldn't have won if Bakugo didn't come in, because I really needed this to push forward a little bit. It's something I said last week, is like, this has to be the chapter where things start to really progress. Now that we've had Midoriya at his lowest point for like 10 chapters.
Literally getting beat up by regular people.
Yeah, for like 10 chapters.
And depression.
Now. Yeah, for sure.
And anxiety.
We needed something more. And I got it. Can't ask for more than what I literally asked for last week. And I thought it was sick how Bakugo came in, and the possibility of maybe he's not the only one from Class 1A there. I wouldn't be surprised if he is, but it would be cool if the others showed up as well. Yeah, I thought this was a cool moment. The prospect of Bakugo being Zuko for real, and having a previous one-for-all user in his family. I think that's pretty cool. We all, like, the standing theory was this was Bakugo from the future who came back to the past or some shit.
Which could still be the case. I mean, the end of the sentence could have also been, he needs me from when I was a child before I went back to the past.
Yeah. I think it's more likely that this is an ancestor of his, which is interesting when you think about how Shigaraki's family had it, Bakugo's family had it, and now Midoriya. You know, how they're tied by like a weird...
Maybe Shoto, too.
Yeah, maybe somebody from Todoroki's past also had one for all. It's like the Avatar. You think it was the Smokescreen kid? Maybe he was Todoroki kid?
Yeah, had to be.
He's the closest thing to fire I could find.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
But...
And they made him get that quirk. He was mad, and he went to go get that quirk because everybody else was blasting each other with fire, and there he was. Lame.
Yeah. I'm just Smokescreen. I only make smoke, not fire. I like Smokescreen. It's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, fun chapter. I really did enjoy this, and it felt kind of good to see things moving along.
Fuck Dictator.
Yeah, fuck Dictator. I'm glad he got exploded on his dumb, stupid skull.
Creepy guy.
Creepy.
I love the design in a creepy way. Like, loved, hated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't like him,
There you go.
but I like how he looks. He looks like cool.
His hands, he was like... I was like, there we go. That's
To be fair, with
I liked it, man. I don't know. It felt like I was reading My Hero Academia, not My Future Badass Academia.
Yeah, no.
Dirty.
Dictator was born to be a villain. Like, you don't grow up like with
He was.
Hunchback and not be a villain for the rest of your life.
Unless you live in a
Notre Dame.
church. Yeah.
Unless you live in Notre Dame, but that's the only thing that could save you. But that's all I got to say about My Hero Academia. You guys have any closing thoughts before I move on?
Ryan?
Nope. Oh, well, this did resurrect a lot of theories.
I'm sure it did.
Specifically, the Bakugo time traveler theory.
I think it's more likely that this is just a fucking... He's a descendant of somebody with One for All.
But it is important to make the to be clear that the future past theory is still valid.
Yeah. I guess it's still valid.
Bakugo could have just dyed his hair.
But why would he do that?
Why not?
It doesn't seem like his
just
style.
Because he can.
Maybe he felt like it was time.
Alright.
It's just like, fuck it. If I'm going back in time, might as well dye my hair. Am I right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That way they can't
different
find
hero.
me as a variant.
So that way I won't show up in the history books as Bakugo.
What
I'll
if
show
he
up as
becomes
this
his
guy.
own great grandfather?
Back to some Back to the Future type shit.
Is that what happened?
It doesn't happen, but it's in that movie. Like the Marty McFly's mom is attracted to him.
Oh no!
Have you never seen Back to the Future?
No.
I've never seen it
I've
either.
never seen it all the way through. Yeah, I feel ashamed to say that.
Hey, me too, man. But I've never
Whenever
seen
people
it.
drop the references, I'm just like, I know that.
Yeah.
I know of that. I don't know it, but I know of it.
I do the
know
same
it's
thing.
Supposed to be a funny laugh.
Yeah, I do the same thing where I'm like, I totally saw that. Yes, I also enjoyed that feature film. Ha 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 ha. Yeah,
the DeLorean, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor, Doc Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy, Marty McFly. Cool sneakers, self-timed
I just learned today that his name was Marty McFly. I'm assuming that's the kid.
Yeah, that's the main guy. That's Michael J. Fox's character. Marty McFly. That's the protagonist.
Well, there you go. We've been exposed.
Listen, man,
for the world.
we're posers.
I've now watched.
We're posers. We're poser nerds. We're
man.
actually-
Like, Coco, I'm a poser.
We're actually jock posers. I play linebacker. I'm not no nerd. But yeah, let's move on, I guess. Ready to randomize, boys? Hi, Coco. Is that
Yeah.
Coco?
Yes.
Hi, Coco. All right, let's do this. Undead Unluck.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
This is Undead Unluck chapter 69.
Hey. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, Undead Unluck chapter 69. I'm going to uncover it. Last we left off, Fuko gave herself up to Under in exchange for the defeat of Winter and the salvation of literally.
You said uncover it. Nice. Yo, I almost missed that.
I don't miss. I don't fucking miss.
All right. Okay. I seen that. All right, my bad.
That's also literally the name of the chapter. It's unfortunate.
Oh shit. Oh. Wow. Ooh, nice on the author spot.
Yeah,
But
I
what
mean,
else? Anyway,
go you,
this is
Tozuka.
carried on long enough.
Anyway, so yeah, they let Fuko go. She's gonna go investigate what really is going on with Billy. I could tell you as much. He's a fucking traitor bitch, but I guess Fuko needs to know why. So
Yeah, she needs the answers.
yeah, even though we've only known Billy for like 15 chapters total of screen time. So yeah, Tatiana's tight because he's like, "Why'd you let him go?" And she vaporizes his clothes because her ability is untouched.
LOL.
Lol.
We haven't seen an unclothed Andy in a long time, man.
Yeah, with the sensor block right there for his peen.
Yeah, it's a little throwback, man.
Yeah, good times from when he was harassing an 18-year-old girl being 10,000 years old or something. So yeah, they're basically like, it doesn't matter. I let her go because I trust her. It doesn't matter anyway because we're gonna get Fuko back. Fuko retrieval arc.
Second best.
Pretty cool. So yeah, Winter is destroyed by Burn, and the day is saved. So Billy,
It was so much easier for them than it was for them to deal with Summer.
yeah, because they literally had the weakness of Winter on them at all times. They had Burn the entire time.
Yo, it's like when you play Pokemon, like the first one, and you pick like Squirtle or Bulbasaur, and you go against that rock leader.
Yeah.
It's easy money. You're like, oh, that's it.
Oh, that was fast. I beat you easy, Brock.
All I did was use Razor Leaf. That was it.
You're pretty good.
Cool.
I just used Water Gun 12 times.
Right? What?
I used Bubble like 4 times, and I destroyed Brock.
Destroyed him. Give me that badge and let me use Cut
In all honesty,
or whatever it was.
yeah, it was Cut. Cut is
Right? I think it was a Cut. Yeah.
yeah.
A Flash, maybe.
In all honesty, Brock, this was pretty poor hindsight on your part. I mean, like, why would you think that water types wouldn't show up at your gym? But in any case, Billy is hype. He got unluck, and he's like, do you realize just how important you coming here really is?
Like, you think you did something good? Let me remind you, you got lost. That's what as he's lowered down on the hand of Burn, and I guess it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, because like I guess Burn can turn it off and on. But yeah, he's hype. He's like, this goes beyond a mere copy. I've gained exclusive control. And yeah, basically it's like the Union has not only lost a massive asset with your pairing with Undead, but also their one possible way of reaching God. All in exchange for the worthless lives of humanity. And I'm like, all
damn,
right.
nigga.
All right.
Aren't you one of those guys?
All right, Billy, would you have survived the fucking endless winter that you put everybody in? The fuck, dude? So yeah, they bring everybody in, and we meet the other agents of Under. We see this Agoo kid again, the bunny kid. He pulls up. And goes, oh yeah, we just saw each other like 12 chapters ago. What's up? We see Rip's girlfriend Latla, and we see the guy from way back in the Tatiana arc, where he's the one who
it was a while ago.
Yeah, he shot up Chikara. Turns out he has a robot arm or something that has a gun underneath.
Gatling arm now. Dude, that was Fang back then. I didn't realize.
No, that wasn't. Oh yeah, that was Fang. Yeah, this whole time that was Fang. The whole time this character's been around. This guy immediately tries to kill Fuko, and Atla's like, "What the fuck, dude? Are you stupid?" Rip shows up, and Rip is like, "I'm gonna fuck you up if you try that again." It's pretty cool. Go Rip.
Right. So I'll cut you real deep.
I cut you real nice. So this guy and Rip are about to start fighting, but Billy uses Unmove on them because he can copy negations.
Yeah, that was pretty gangster.
Yeah. And they're like, he's like, we're not like the Union. We're a villain group that hates each other. Like,
we all fucking hate each other. We all hate the world, and we're bad all to the core.
The
right,
only thing
Fuko?
we have in common is that we hate the world more than we hate each other. We hate each other a lot, so you can imagine how much we hate the world.
Oh, yeah.
And we end on a 2-page spread showing all of the members of Under, a lot of which we know. We know the Bunny Kid, we know Rip, we know Latla, we know the cyborg guy, but there's some new characters too.
I don't know that lady or the little girl, the dude with the visor.
Oh! I know who this lady is.
He looks like he's going to be a strong guy.
I know who this lady is.
Who's that lady?
Remember way back in
Unknown?
In the Nose flashback, the lady who taught Andy how to use the sword.
Whoa! What?
I think that's her for sure.
He made a promise to her, right? And he was like, "I'll marry you" or something like that.
No, he rejected her. She's like, "Wanna marry me?" or something. He's like, "No." Later.
Nah. I'm allergic to pussy right now.
Sorry.
Not until I find an 18-year-old girl fresh. She's like, you're not barely legal enough.
Yeah, you're not.
How old? 19 and how many months? Oh no.
Absolutely not. Too old for me.
Way too old.
You're not skating the line of moral ambiguity enough for me.
Why think he let Fuko go so easily? He's fake old.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a whole year.
I don't know. Maybe like a year ago when I met you or something, but not now.
Kind of on the older side. All right.
A little old lady. Just like mad.
Wow, that'd be really cool if that was her. That'd be really dramatic too.
I think it's her.
Like, yes, I want to end the world because you wouldn't marry me because you wouldn't sling the D.
You wouldn't sling your immortal D.
I slang my sword skills to you. You wouldn't return the favor and sword me.
Yeah.
Disappointment. Look at that. And that her panel, it's just wise disappointment. Like, she's thinking of the disappointment of the past that led her to this decision. She's like, young love.
Yes.
I think you're spot on, bro.
I think it's her.
I think you're fucking spot on.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
I think you're right.
But I think it's her because I don't think they would give her that particular focus if she wasn't going to be important later. But that's my guess. They also had this dude with a cut in half visor, but it's also it's like an exploded hat. So his hair is just exploding out of his hat, but also the bill of his hat is cut in half.
Yeah, there's a lot.
He also smokes cigarettes because he's cute.
Looks like Goku. No, not his face, but his hair.
Yeah, his hair. He's got
Saiyan
Super Saiyan blue.
That's what it's
hair.
called.
Well, that was the chapter of Undead Unluck. Pretty cool chapter. I like the designs of all these people though.
There's
cool.
some interest. Dude, I just realized, is this symbol a weed plant?
That's
No,
what I
that's
literally
not
was
what that
thinking. I saw the symbol on the little girl, and I was like, "Is that marijuana?"
is. Now what? Hey, that's what's up, bro.
420 Shonen Villain
69,
Group.
420.
Dude, I mean, maybe it is. They are the bad guys after all, and drugs are bad.
Mm,
What if that's what their whole thing is? They just go like an after-school special, and they're like, "Hey Fuko, you want some of this?
you want this joint?
You want to smoke this doobie?" Their worst crime.
Stand up your alley?
Yeah, the worst crime is being bad influences on Fuko, who is only 18.
Right.
But
Not 19 yet, because then Andy would have definitely broke up with her.
no, absolutely not. Andy will not tolerate this.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill God before she turns 19.
You can stay this way. I can become God and make you young forever. And we'll edge the line of ambiguity for all eternity. All cycles.
Your age will forever be, I'll be turning 18 next week. But
And then we'll all finally know what Billy's deal is.
yeah, that's secondary.
Yeah.
But that was Undead Unluck. I mean, this was a fun chapter. We had some fun with it, but I did enjoy it. I do.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was a cool chapter. That's it. I said that shit like 3 times, but yeah.
Yeah, stereotypical villain that doesn't get along with each other. Villain group that don't get along with each other. I have a little soft spot for it. I read a lot of Bleach. It made me feel like, oh, are the Espada back? Are the Fullbringers back?
Hated each other.
Are the Fullbringers back?
Oh my god. They were like, we're not working together. We just are.
We just have to, because Aizen said so. But I don't like Yami. Okira's like, I don't like this big motherfucker.
I can't stand him. He's not my friend. I don't know why he follows me on these missions.
I bet he's not even the strongest guy secretly. I bet he's not. I bet he's just number 10. There's no way.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
the
the only one
strongest.
with a secret hidden form.
Yeah, not me, not him. Yami's just number 10. But yeah, fun chapter. Undead Unluck. That's all I got to say about it. Is that you have any more thoughts before we close this out?
I'm gonna reread Bleach and then just stop. Like, I don't know when I should stop.
Reread Bleach
but
with
I
me.
will.
I just finished Chad's arc, I think. Oh no, I finished the Kon arc where Kon is introduced.
Who the fuck is?
Kon.
Oh, yeah, the little guy,
the little teddy bear guy that takes over Ichigo's body for a couple chapters, and they have to hunt him down.
Yeah.
And we meet Urahara in that arc.
Oh yeah.
Let's read Bleach together, bro.
Ah, the good old days.
Let's read Bleach together,
Right.
bro. It'd be nice
I
to
should
cover
read
on
it,
a
man.
one
I
shot
should
or
read it.
something. Talk
You
about
should
it.
also read Tower of God. Just say.
I'll read Tower of God. Oh my gosh.
Have you caught up on Solo?
Yeah.
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 Same way Brian is caught up on everything else.
I read Solo. I'm up.
It's on hiatus, so if there's a time to catch up on Solo Leveling, it's now.
I'm caught
A
up.
new chapter just came out this week.
No, it didn't. Don't lie to me.
Look it up.
Well, let me. I would have to double check after this.
Well,
but-
before we do that, I guess we should just.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up.
Yep.
The people have heard of me.
Undead Unluck. Awesome. And that has been Undead
Be
Unluck.
awesome.
Thank you for listening to our show, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness, this was such a fun show. Had a great time. If you had a great time, comment below. Let us know what you think. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Follow us on subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Email us at newjobcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to talk to us about. Follow us at the Chris Aspinall, Josh at JDCole_37, Brian at B.ESP, all on Twitter and Instagram. Josh is NY Chillin', right? On Twitter.
Yes.
Follow him on there. Why not?
Yeah. Thank you.
Follow us at New Jump City if you want to follow the show itself. Do that. Really good chapter of the week poll will definitely be happening. I'm sorry I forgot it this week, but it will be happening. So cast your vote. I think that's it. Follow us, subscribe to us, all that stuff. You know the deal. You know all the things, all that. Stay safe.
All that.
All that. Stay safe, New Jump Citizen.
Fuck.